Hello everyone, so welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to study Darwin Diaries, which is the first lesson from the book Buzzword. This book is of class 7th. The publisher is Orient Blackswan. It is an excerpt from Charles Darwin theory and written by Alan Gibbons. The whole explanation of this lesson is already completed in another video. You can just see that in the playlist. And the question answers are given here in this one. To watch them, please watch it in the high resolution and on the landscape mode so that you can easily view all the question and answers and you can read it and can write it down in your notebooks as well. Apart from that, if you need any other help, you can just write it down in the comment section. Please do like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. For more such videos or any other kind of help that you require, please write it down in the comment section. I will try to help you out in that. So first question is make a comparison of the distinctive features of the animals which Darwin and his group spotted at Chatham Island, Albemarle Island and James Island. So the answer of the first question, that we have to do a comparison of the distinctive features about the features of the animals which actually Darwin observed and his group spotted at Chatham Island first. So the birds are not used the company of humans here. It is very easy to catch them, so they were not aware about the human beings. The sea-going iguanas have not developed the hereditary instinct of fearing human beings or any other animal. So no human being actually visited there, and that is the reason the animals do not fear from human beings. And one of them kept going back to its original place, even when Mr. Darwin kept throwing it in the rock pool. And the third of the Chatham Island distinction is the Galapagos tortoises are the biggest inhabitants of the island. Each tortoise is as heavy as 200 pounds, and one of them was eating a cactus, while the other gave a slow hiss and walked away for them. So, Albemarle Island. Iguanas here have not developed the hereditary instinct of fearing human beings. So, again, the same situation was there. One of them dug a burrow for itself, pulled in its tail when it was underground halfway, and peeped out the burrow to see what was happening outside. And in James Island, there were a variety of finches with different habitats. Finches are small birds, and while some stay on grounds, others live on trees. Some feed on insects, while the others live on leaves and cacti. The beaks of these birds are suited to their respective diets, so they have acquired some instincts and according to their environment. Some of the birds have long and pointy beaks, and some have short and heavy ones. So when you will read and understand this lesson, you will get to know why the so many changes are there. Now the B part is read the lines from the text and answer these questions. The first one is the line which is given from the text, and that means the barrenness of the land is deceptive. So this is the line, and let's see the first question. Which land does James refer to? So the answer is the land which James refers to is to the Chatham Island. The B part, why did he think the land is barren? So the answer is James thought that the land was barren because of its topography. If it is of a 1 mark question, then you can answer like this. If it is of 2 or 3 marks, then you can write the whole answer. The beach had a dark color because of the lava. The land was uneven and mangled. The only vegetation was tiny brushwood, burned by the sun. Moreover, the land was full of craters and streaming vents. Streaming vents means hot air is actually coming out from the holes which were there, which you can see like hot spring. That is, it's just a comparison that what I'm saying to you right now. So the C part is why was the barrenness of the land deceptive? So the barrenness of the land was deceptive. Deceptive, it means it was not showing the actual picture. So the barrenness means nothing was there, but in reality there was life. So in spite of its rough and uneven and jagged landscape and limited vegetation, the sea around the island was full of fish, sharks, and turtles. The crew of the ship spent their time fishing in the waters. Now let's come to the second part of B. Mr. Darwin had them all sketched. So this is the line which is taken from the lesson. Now the first part is A. What all did Mr. Darwin have sketched? So you can see over here, second A part, Darwin had all the different kinds of birds called finches sketched. The P part is describe the finches on James Island. So the finches on James Island have different habitats and food habits. While some birds stay on grounds, others live on trees, some feed on insects, while the others live on leaves and cacti. Some of the birds have long, pointy beaks and some have short and heavy ones. What did Mr. Darwin do with the sketches? Mr. Darwin studied all the sketches thoroughly and concluded how properties of their beaks were suited to their respective diets. So now we are moving to the C part. Answer in detail. The first question is, the creatures of the Galapagos Islands are unaccustomed to human company. Explain this statement with reference to the birds, the tortoises, and the finches. The answer of the part C, first question is, the birds on the Chatham Island were not accustomed to human company. Moreover, they were not quite concerned about the humans around them as well. They were hopping very close to the narrator and his team and were taking no notice of the pebbles which were thrown at them to capture their attention. It was very easy to get hold of them too. Now let's move to the second question of C part. According to Darwin, which hereditary instinct have the iguanas failed to develop? And how does he prove this on Chatham and Albemarle Islands? So the answer of the second question is, according to Darwin, the hereditary instinct which the iguanas have failed to develop on these islands is the fear of human beings. On Chatham Island, Darwin came across the sea-going iguana. The iguana did not react when it was prodded and poked. Even when Darwin took it and flung it into a rock pool, the iguana promptly came back to its original place. Darwin repeated the process a few times, and every time the iguana came back as it saw the side of the rock pool as a safe refuge. The land iguana on Albemarle Island, just like its cousin on Chatham Island, was not used to the company of humans. Mr. Darwin saw one such iguana almost burying itself in a burrow, and after going halfway in, pulled its tail in. Then it peeped out of the burrow to look at what the others around it were up to. So the D part, second question answer is, the question was, had James known or read about the Galapagos Islands? So it was no. James did not know or read about the Galapagos Island before visiting them with Darwin. And yes, it is possible that his experience would have been different if he had read about this island and the inhabitant species which are living there. So it would give more time to Darwin to research and observe the species, and also James would have pet them and would sit together with the birds because the birds were not flying away from them. So the answer that you can write down your own as well. Just you have to make some points. That's it. I hope you understood all the question and answers. If you faced any difficulties, please write it down in the comment section. And if you like this video, please share it with others as well. And subscribe to my channel. And you can watch the summary of this lesson as well in the playlist. And you can watch other lessons as